Hello everyone, welcome back to the Introvert Creator channel, and today I'm going to roast my own vision board in 2025 to see what worked and what didn't, so you can have the lesson learned to apply for the vision board 2026, especially if you are an introvert like me. Now, this is my physical version I used for 2025 and I stick literally in front of me to see it every day, but for better illustration and roasting the vision board today, I will put the Canva version on the screen plus the screen recording, so it's better for you to understand and follow. Okay, let's go. So as you can see here, this is my Canva version of the vision board 2025. You can see like 4 sections. The first one is for career, the second column is for health, the third column is kind of for my hobbies, and the fourth column, kind of mixed up a little bit, but it's fine, is for family and relationship. Now, for the first column is the finance or career. I would like to have 1,000 YouTube subscriber, 10,000 follower on TikTok. I want to have more talking head video, podcast style, and I want a brand trip, overseas brand trip, like the brand gonna pay for me to travel and make content. For my health column, you can see here, I would like to lose weight to 50 kilograms, can do a pull up, can swim in the deep water without any fear, want to do more Pilates, want to practice more splitting, more flexibility exercise, have a glow up skin, and have a better style. For the third column is about my hobbies. I want to travel more and I want to practice to improve my piano skill. Now for the family section, it's kind of mixed up a bit, but it's my vision board, so I understand. I want to have a bigger house, move to a bigger house with a nicer office instead of in an apartment right now, and I want to have a dog. For the relationship, it's kind of mixed up with the traveling because I want to travel with my husband, so I want to go to New York, to Norway to see the Northern Light, and to Germany to the beer festival in Germany. Now let's see what I have achieved so far. I want to turn it into percentage so you can see it clearly. Of course, I know that I'm not good at math, but at least some basic one, I will try my best, okay? Now, for the first section, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 goals in here. I will have like 25% each out of 100%. So for YouTube, let me get a pen. For YouTube, I gained 100 followers, so let's say 5% for the first goal. The second one, I gained a few hundred on TikTok. Let's say another 5%. Talking head, yes, I make a few. I should have started earlier, sooner, because I realized I really enjoy doing the talking head videos and sharing the experience with you guys. For the brand trip, of course, no brand invited me for an overseas brand trip. So for the talking head, another 5%. So total 4 goals for the career section. I only achieved 15% out of 100, 2025. Just hang in there. Next, for my health, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 goals for my health, health and beauty in general. So I can do swimming, Pilates, splitting, better skincare, but I haven't lost weight. I couldn't do a pull-up yet. I do the training, but I still, because I'm too heavy for my upper body strength, so yeah. And the style, I haven't really improved because I haven't picked consciously the items in my wardrobe, so I need to improve on that. Right, 7 goals. Now I can swim better. I can swim the deep end very, very well, very confident, very relaxing. I can do Pilates, easy for me, splitting, very good. Glow up, yeah, you can see on my skin, it's better. So 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 7. Out of 7 goals, so let's say 56% out of 100 for the second category. For the third one, we're moving on to hobbies. In here you can see the 2 main hobbies, traveling and piano. For piano, let's say 50% of 100. I do a few times. I'm still improving on piano, but I add singing on top of that, and I really enjoy that. So let's say I'm confidently say 50%, achieve for the piano plus singing hobby. For traveling, even though I have traveled to a few places but none of that is New York or Norway or Germany. So I would be generously say 25% out of 50%. So in this section, totally 55% 1 out of 100 for hobbies. And for family and relationship, I want to move to a house with bigger garden, big office for me to work from home, and have a dog. But I haven't achieved any of that really, because I'm still living in an apartment and I haven't done really detailed plan to execute with my husband, because this is a big idea, big goal, to be honest. So I have achieved none of that. So of course I know this is a big objective for long term, but for now, because I haven't really done anything, really just looking at the house on house selling websites, that's not enough. So I would say just 0% for the family and relationship. So yeah, in total, calculating average out, what I have achieved so far with this vision board is 36.5% out of 100. After I adding up on the other section, and then we reach out with 15%, 56%, and 75%, and then 0%, divided by 4, and you get the number 36.5. It's like 1/3 of the vision board. So it's basically this is a failed vision board. Now let's move on to the part that we're gonna analyze which part, why it worked and why it didn't. Now, first thing first, I think this vision board visually is a good one. Of course, it's just for my opinion, but if you can see here, the picture, they carry the emotion and energy in that. For example, this swimming is very, you can see the motion of the athlete in there, or the splitting is very calming. The girl smiling with glow-up skin is very nice and very fun with the picture in here. That is the good part. And the second part is the categories. You can see on the vision board, you can see clearly for finance, for health, for hobbies, for family. Of course, you can divide, only 2 or 3 categories. It depends on you, but a clear category is a good thing, and good picture or visuals that can inspire you is another thing that what I have done good for this vision board. But now let's move on to the not good part. First, for the career, and I would like to mention again, this video is specialized for introverted creator or introvert people in general. So for example, some extroverted people, they see 1,000 YouTube subscribers is very exciting for them, but for introvert like we are, I think that's not a good part. Of course, it's just personal opinion, right? There are a few reasons why it's not working. The first one, for example, the finance part, you can see here the numbers. The numbers here, it looks nice, but it's not inspiring for introvert. We need internal inspiration, like to motivate her to create more, quality content instead of looking at the numbers like 10k follower, and you can feel like pressured to achieve this number. And to be honest, that's my problem when I say 10k sounds nice, but can I do that? And obviously I'm not extroverted screaming at people or entertaining people to achieve that follower that fast. So yeah, for me, if I can change for the 2026, I would change to, for example, just 12 high quality videos to share on YouTube instead of 1,000 YouTube subscribers or 10,000 followers. If you have 12, 20 quality videos, of course you're gonna attract the right audience and they're gonna subscribe your channel. So that's the first one. First mistake, choose the one that feel aligned and achievable, especially for introvert. We feel pressure with a lot of numbers and target. For the talking head, I would say it's working and it's working well, but I just want to, I wish I have started sooner so I can have more higher percent for this section. And the last one, this one probably just, honestly, I downloaded from Pinterest, from Instagram one, if I'm being honest, because I say it's nice to have some brand to pay for me to travel overseas and make content, because you think you can. But in reality, as an introvert, you don't really have, it's not personality, but inside you can't really be outgoing and make friends easily, or you're being so high energy all the time on the video to make good quality for branding. I know, of course, a lot of introverted creators, they have traveled, the brand paid them to go on the overseas brand trip, but for me at the moment, brand trip look like a fancy influencer style. It's not aligned with my energy at the moment, so that's why it failed. Right, moving on to the health section. For the weight, the pull-up and the style, I haven't achieved. And the reason is because, first of all, this scale number is very familiar. Like almost everyone who wants to lose weight gonna put that. And I think it's kind of, the brain is kind of get familiar with that and say, it's just for illustration only. There's no emotion, there's no like motivation in here. So picking this visual is not actually inspire you to lose weight. So pick better picture. And next, because I couldn't lose weight, my upper body strength is not strong enough, so I haven't done a pull-up yet, even though I keep training, but I couldn't achieve that. Even though, you know, this one is actually a good picture. If you can see the muscle on the picture of the girl, really impressive. And then the style, I'm trying to achieve the look like her because I just like. But because I'm doing TikTok shop and they give me like free samples, literally unlimited free samples for fashion, for everything. So I just pick, I was being greedy and pick the samples that doesn't align with my fashion choice, with my fashion objective. That's why this one failed this year. And next year, I promise I'm not gonna pick lots of samples and try to be more selective when I buy anything new. Next, for my hobbies, travel. This one I have made a terrible mistake due to bad planning because, you know, for the Northern Light you should do in September, for the beer festival in Germany around October. But my visa, my spouse visa expired in October and I need to submit like around September and wait for like 3 months to get the result. So obviously September and October is gone because I need to wait for the visa. So this one basically failed. I need to plan that far in terms of my personal life and use some document and visa and stuff. If you are an immigrant, you will understand. I missed that part and it was my fault. For New York, again, it's related to financial thing because this year we went back to my hometown for 2 weeks. Both of us, me and my husband, and we spent a lot of money. So another trip to New York is probably too much for our finance. That's why when I planned this one, I didn't factor that in because I just see that, oh, New York, I wanted to go there and this picture is so nice to put in to inspire me to go there. But again, it's not right or wrong to put the picture in your vision board because you want it. You can put it in there, but you need to factor some other elements like time, paper, document, visa, finance. Right, the last section is the family and relationship. Moving from an apartment to a house and have a nicer office and having a dog is very nice. You can put in your vision board if you want, if you feel like really motivated to do that. But for me, why it failed, because first of all, I wouldn't consider it a big failure because this is a big goal and maybe it's gonna happen in the next 2 years. But for now, because I consider it's a failure, because I didn't actively do anything to go towards that objective. All I did is just look at the house and send my husband the link. I didn't sit down with him and plan the timeline when we should move, when we should wrap up everything, how much money we should save for the house. Of course, we do some saving, but there's no specific plan for that. So it's not a vision board fault. It's my personal fault for planning. But it's again, it's good to list out why it failed for me, so you can learn from that. Right. Okay, I know that is a very long video about roasting my vision board, but I just want to summarize the mistake I have made for the 2025 vision board so you can learn from it and make a better one in 2026, especially if you're an introvert. So mistake number 1, the goals looks very impressive but very empty. You can see for my brand trip overseas, it's for someone else. It's for a very famous influencer to have a very outgoing, very extroverted personality to go on the brand trip overseas and make some, you know, sexy, hot, fun video. It's not for me. It looks expensive, to be honest, to put on the vision board. What I wanted is the result, not the lifestyle that came with it. I don't have the lifestyle like an influencer, so that's why it failed. That's number 1. So when you plan, you should avoid that. And mistake number 2 is the too many goals. And you know, it's just like a mental noise when I look at. You can see on my vision board here. Let me show you the physical one. You can see there's a lot of goals to complete. Even in the health section, I have 7 small goals in the health category. So it's a lot to concentrate. And you know, for the introvert mind, we need to like 1, 2, 3 clearly to focus on, to you know, manifest, instead of small, you know, tiny picture of like tiny goals. And it's gonna get confused. Like, what should I realize, or what should I not realize at all. So yeah, choose fewer goals, but very, very concentrated and aligned with your energy. Mistake number 3 is the forced high energy creator goals, like 10,000 followers on TikTok channels. That requires daily posting, viral content, loud and fast, and it's not me. It's not introvert personality. So it's gonna drain your energy. So to summarize the video, here's the 4 wisdoms you should remember. Number 1, fewer goals on your vision boards. Number 2 is energy-based intentions, not someone else's fancy, shiny lifestyle. Number 3 is the process-focused goal. For example, 10 meaningful, deep thought videos instead of 10,000 followers. And number 4 is emotional states you want to experience. You want to feel peace, you want to feel like calm, and you don't want to feel forced. And another point I would like to add is that if your office happen to be the spare bedroom for guests, and it's not stranger, just family members, go into the room and look at your vision board, sometimes, I don't know, maybe their energy affects the vision board as well. It's just not a delulu thing, it's just what I observe. Or just because you feel like exposed when you hanging your dream and objective and target in there, and you don't feel comfortable when other people seeing that. So if possible, get a separate working office instead of guest room, or if you have the guests to stay, just hide your vision board somewhere, or just flip over. Literally, when I have a guest, recently I learned that lesson. I just flip this part, and then my vision board gonna face the wall, so nobody can see my vision board, my dream. So yeah, for the 2026 I will do that. Making a vision board it should be fun and inspiring. It shouldn't be like too tactic and planned, and it's not a KPI dashboard. If your vision board didn't work perfectly, it doesn't mean you failed. As I learned from it, and I will improve in 2026. There's no pressure, it's no failure, it's no judgment if you couldn't realize all the goals in the vision board. But through the video roasting about my mistake, I hope that you have learned a few lessons from that and do better for the 2026. And I hope that you can complete the vision board in 2026 at least 70%. And if you want to know how to make a better vision board, feel free to watch the video on how to make a vision board that works for introverts in here. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.